Okay, I'm going to do a nice little Pilates class for you. So bear with me, I'm a little nervous for my first one. So we're going to first start off with just doing some warm-up. So we want to warm up our body. We're just going to start with some knee raises. So now you can start very small here. Make a small movement, lifting one knee at a time. And then switch opposite arm. If you feel okay, you can raise the knees up a little higher. Just get that energy moving a little faster. Get the heat building in the body. You can try to bring your knees up to your hands. Under your breath. That breath flowing in and out. Just let that energy start flowing through you. It's warming up. And now let's bring our feet back. We're just going to raise our heels up and lower down. Now, if you have a chair handy, just have a chair with you close by so you can use it for support. We're going to need it in a little bit as well. And one more time. Let's bring the feet a little bit farther apart. Let's just do a twist. One side, bring your left heel up, twisting to the right. Back to center, to the other side. And back to center. Let's just do a stretch up, grab hold of your right elbow. And then your left. And now we'll just do some work for the arms. So we're going to use some hand weights here. You can also, just starting off, just do the motions without weights. Otherwise, you can start with a 1 pound weight, 3 pound, 5 pound, up to 8 pounds. I don't like to do anything more than that. I'm using 5 pound weights today. So we're going to grab hold of our weights. And now in these movements, you want to keep the C-curve position. So you want to bend the knees and tuck the seat. So you're going to tuck the seat under, pull the navel in. So you feel like you have a C-curve with your spine. So you're holding in with your core. That's what we're going to keep tucked in and straighten the legs. Start with the arms out in front. We're going to do some bicep curls. So keep the elbows close and just raise the arms up. Again, this can be a small movement. You can start with no weights. Just remember your breath. Exhaling on, feet up. Keep that C-curved, seat tucked. And just raise those weights up. Just soften the shoulders so you're not crunching in your shoulders and your neck. Again, if you need a little rest, just stop for a moment, shake out, and try to come right back into it. And release down. And let's just give our weights a little twisting with our wrists. And we're going to come back to those bicep curls, but we're going to do one at a time. So we're going to do one arm, just switch. Remember to be aware of that C-curve, so the seat is tucked up and under, navel pulled in and up. And a few more here. And once again, release. Let's just have our shoulders roll to the back a few times. And now let's bring our weights in front. Again, be mindful of that C-curve. So tuck the seat, soften the shoulders, and we're going to raise one arm at a time, but we're try not to leave the weight that's still, that's not being resting on your side. You want to pull that weight out a little bit, soften the shoulders. We're going to raise one arm up and bring it down, and then the other. Try not to let the weight come down. Try not to let just gravity pull it down either. So you're going to try to use the arm to let the weight drop down. So just not releasing it once it gets to that point. So you're working in both directions, not just dropping the weight to the thigh. And we're not going to let that weight touch the thigh and rest on the thigh. It kind of helps you from just releasing it at the top. And release down. Give another roll to our shoulders. Let the arms hang down to the side for a moment. And again, back to straight arms. This time we're going to, with straight arms, we're going to do both arms at the same time, but we're going to switch. Again, remember not to let the weight rest and drop to the side. Don't let gravity pull one down. We're going to use the strength of our arms. So raise one arm up, chest tight, and then switch. Remember to breathe. We never want to hold the breath. And let's release down. Again, let's just roll the shoulders back. And we're going to set one weight down. And we're going to do some work for our triceps. So we're going to grab that weight in our, let's start with our left hand. And this is where your chair comes in handy. So we're going to place our hand on our chair, or you can use a wall or something, but it's best if you have a chair that you can balance that right hand on, left hand. Just let that arm hang down. Left foot steps forward, right foot steps back. I'm going to bend that elbow. Bring that elbow into your body. Extend that arm out. Squeeze that arm in, and now just little lift. And let that arm drop all the way down. Lengthen it down. Kind of a stretch, just let the weight feel heavy in your hand. Release the shoulder. And again, raise that arm up. Pull it in. And then now we're going to do 20 quick lifts. Probably really feeling this now. If you need a break, just bring that arm down. And 20, and release down again. Again, just let that arm hang down for a moment. Take a breath, and then switch hands. We'll do the other side. So I'm going to step the right foot forward, left foot back. Place your hand on your chair for support. And drop that left shoulder, drop the right shoulder, bring the right arm back. Squeeze that arm into your body. And now 10 small, slow little lifts. 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull the navel in. And 10. And again, let the weight relax down. Remember, keep our core nice and tight here as well. Left shoulder relaxes. And the last 20. So raise that arm up, tuck it into the body, and 20 fast lifts. and 20. And now we're down. Let's grab that weight with both hands. Bring it behind, over our head, elbows pointing up. Just let that weight touch our back if we can. Feeling a nice stretch here. And let's set the weight to the side. And now if you have a strap or a towel handy, just one of these straps that you can hook on a door and use. Just grab hold of the strap or a towel, or you can clasp your hands behind you as well. It's really good after that arm work we just did. Let the arms come behind you. You can make a wider stance with the arms. Just raise that strap or towel up and down. It's really good. You always want to stretch those muscles after we do the work. Make them stay nice, long, and lean muscles. And let's release. I'm going to set the strap down. And now we want to get our chair. It's nice to have it hip height, so it might be a little bit tall. Just a regular kitchen chair is great that you can hold on to for support. I'm just going to come over to the side so you can kind of see a little bit better. We're going to start by a wider stance. Toes are pointing away. And again, we want to tuck the feet up and under. Not that C curve, so navel pulled in, feet tucked. And hold on to the chair if we need to. And we're going to come down. We're going to do 20 slow. We're trying not to come all the way up. So you're trying to stay in that movement. You're really going to feel this in your thigh. Ten more to go. And one more, and come all the way up. And now we're going to bring our feet together, our heels together. You're going to raise the heels up. So come up as high as you can on those heels. You can hold onto your chair for support. We're not holding on though, so we're holding and supporting with our upper body. You're just placing your hands, so you're just trying to keep your balance so you're not wobbly, but you're not using that chair like holding on tight. Just placing your hands lightly, soften the shoulders. We want no stress in our upper body. This is all working on our lower body at the moment. So heels up, heels together, knees together, and we're going to come down. Now again, how far you come down is how much work you want to do. So maybe starting off, knees are just slightly bent and your seat's coming slightly down. So find that place for you. And we're going to just do 20 slow taps of the knees. Remember to breathe. Try to keep those heels up. And then let's raise back up. Take a breath here. Bring the heels down for a moment. Inhale, exhale. Again, find that position. So we're going to raise up onto the balls of the feet, heels up, knees, and try to keep the legs together. And We're going to again come down, find that place where we feel that work, the heat, feel that work in our thighs. Now we're just going to shake our hips from side to side. Try to keep the heels up. It's really working your hips and your waist as well. And pull in. Lower belly in and up. And a few more here. And let's straighten the legs, heels come back down. Let's just walk from side to side. You can rub your thighs here for a moment. Now we're going to bring our feet apart. Again, lightly holding your chair. Raise the heels up. And we're going to start with coming down, so bend the knees, tuck the feet, up and under. We're going to do 20 slow tuck. Slow tuck. Pull the navel in and out. And now 10 fast. Really pulling navel in, tuck that feet, and come all the way back up. Just rub your thighs, shake your legs. Set your chair aside. And now we're going to do a few stretches. So we're going to come to our knees. Place your hands behind you. Just raise your seat up, stretching your thighs. And then lower down. Come into a table position. And the right leg back. And now bring that right foot in front. And let your body come over that right leg. And both hands to the inside of that right foot. You're going to scoop that right foot back, send it up. And if you feel balanced, reach the left arm out. And back into table position. Extend the left leg back. Push through your toes. Nice stretch through that back leg. Pull the knee in. Left heel comes down. Just stretching over that left leg. And both hands to the inside of that left leg. Just sweep it back behind us. Raise the right arm out. And both hands and knees come down. And now we're going to do what's called the pretzel. So we're going to bring that left leg out in front. So you want to try to keep your shin just straight parallel in front of you. Bring that right knee back behind you. The right foot behind you. Left hand to the outside of that left leg. It's a little bit easier the farther away you are, a little more work. You'll feel it in your glutes and your waist. The closer to that left leg your left hand is. We're going to start by placing our right hand on our right hip. A little practice here. Raise the right foot behind you. You can see. Let me turn this way. So, you're going to raise the right foot up. And now we're going to raise that right knee up for a count of 10. So raise that up, just small little lift. And now if you need to bring that knee down for the second 10, you can just step the knee down, try to keep the foot up, but place that right hand on the right knee. Now raise the right arm out in front. And bring that knee back down. Let's just roll the hip back. So place your right hand back on your hip and just roll the right hip back, stretch. And again, bring it forward, reset. This time we're gonna flex that right foot. Bring the right knee back a little farther. We're gonna push that right foot towards that back wall. Again, the same sequence, 10 on our hip, 10 on our knee, and 10 with our right arm extended out. If the middle 10 you need a break, just keep that right knee on the floor for the middle 10. So raise the right knee up. Now kick that back foot, that right foot, pushing it back. Really feel this in your waist. Bring the hand to the knee or bring the knee down for the middle 10. And raise that right arm out. And bring that knee back down. And now we're just going to cross that right leg over. We need our stretch. Hug the knee in. And now kind of just walk that left foot forward. And you might, especially after that pretzel, you might feel a little tightness in that right hip. You can keep the right knee up. Work on getting the knees together. Coming forward, a good stretch here. You're really going to feel this after that last exercise. And come back up. We'll do the other side. So right leg comes in front. Right hand out to the side, left hand on the hip. Left knee bent. I'm going to start by raising that left foot up. Remember, we're going to do lift first. Hand on the hip for 10, hand on the knee for 10, arm extended out, left arm extended out for 10. Again, you can rest on the middle 10 by dropping the knee back to the floor. So first, left hand on the hip. Raise that leg up. And now 10 small lifts. And hands at the knee. And extend the arm. And drop that knee down. Let's roll the hip back. Just feel a nice stretch. And again, roll it forward. Again, hand on the hip. Left hand to the knee. Left arm extended out. But this time with that back left foot, we're going to push it back. Flex the foot. Raise the knee up and back. Hand to the knee. And reach the arm on the hip. Knee down. You're going to cross that foot over. Hug your knee into your chest. And then bring that left knee, just kind of scooch the right foot forward. Try to come forward if you can, stretching in your hips. And come back up. Very good. Now we're going to do some work focused directly on our abs. So we're going to come lying down onto our back. Now, if you need to start, you can take a small pillow and place it underneath your shoulders. We'll give you a little bit more support. We're going to come onto our elbows. Now we're going to first get started by, again, doing that C curve. So navel comes towards the floor. Lower back pushing into the floor. So you're really pulling your rib cage down as much as you can. And now just walk your hands up to your thighs. Again, pull in, elbows out far, shoulders relaxed and down. We're not tucking our chin, we're just trying to raise up, not using your chin forward. Want your head forward. And now we're going to do 10, pulling the lower belly down. Really pull in. On the exhale, use your breath. And now this time we're going to do 10 more, but this time we're going to, as we pull down, ribs stay down, we're going to tuck the seat at the same time. So pull down with the abs, tuck the seat for 10. And let's lower all the way down, reach our arms out overhead. And let's rock up back onto our elbows. Come back into that C curve position. Walk our hands up our legs. This time we're going to raise the right leg up. Hold on to that right leg. Pull in, lift up, elbows out wide. And we're going to do 10 tucks. We're pulling down. So on your exhale, really pull the navel towards the spine. Try to pull up just slightly. Try to keep the shoulders off the floor if you can. And let's switch to the other side. So grab the left leg, pull up. Keep the rib cage down, shoulders up. And now raise both legs up. Again, just find that C curve. So pull up, shoulders up, elbows wide. And now just pull in on your exhale. Really pull that navel towards the floor. And again, bend the knees, place the feet flat. Reach the arms out overhead. Feel a nice stretch here. Again, tuck the feet. Come up onto our forearms. And walk our hands back into the C curve. Shoulders lifted. Rib cage pushing into the floor, tuck the seat. And now we're going to raise our legs up, cross one ankle over the other. And again, 10 exhales. Pulling down as you exhale out. And let's just change the crossing of our ankles. And let's release again back down. Stretch the arms out. Drop our legs to one side. And then the other. And come back onto our back. Now we're going to keep our knees bent. Our feet are together. We're going to keep our knees together, our feet together. Arms are next to us. And now, again, find that C curve, but keep our head and our shoulders on the floor. Tuck the seat up and under. And now let's just 10 small lifts. Really tuck. Make it a small movement, really isolating your glutes. You're going to feel this in your inner thighs. And now let's do 20 fast. Let's keep the rib cage down. The knees pushing together. A few more here. Remember your breath. And lower all the way down. Let's bring our feet hip width apart, or just a touch wider. Arms next to us, soften the shoulders. Rib cage stays down as you tuck the seat up and under. And again, start with those 10 small tucks. Now this time we're going to go just a little bit closer to the floor, not touching the floor, but just a little bit wider range of motion with the hips. And come all the way back down. Now we're going to go a little bit wider. So if you're on a yoga mat, bring your feet to the edges of your yoga mat. Again, rib cage comes down, shoulders are relaxed. Tuck the seat up and under. We're going to start with just that small movement. So lift the hips, seat tucked, just very small movement. And now let's do a little bit wider range of motion. So let the seat come a little bit further down and up. And lower all the way down. Hug our knees into our chest. Cross our right ankle over our left knee. Pull both legs towards you. Just stretching out those glutes. And then the other side, left ankle above the right knee. Pull the legs towards you. Stretch. Sit out and both legs straight out on the floor. Bring your arms overhead. And feel a nice stretch here. And we'll just roll over onto our side. And then push ourselves up. And I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching or practicing. And I'll see you soon.